Praise be Jesus and Mary. In our last talk on Franciscan spirituality, we talked about our need to be open to God. Today we'll extend that vision with our need to be open to others as well. We know that reality itself is dynamic. So too is the social life in the Franciscan perspective. Society can find its equilibrium in an upward dynamic of progress regarding social improvements, be they engineering improvements, ascetical improvements, technical improvements, or more importantly, maybe moral improvements. But it's especially the tension, the reaching out to the supernatural, which is the source of every real, every non-illusionary progress and perfection. Society is a complex of associated activities of the singular persons tending to the common good. And so it's logical that the end or the goal of the person should also be the end or the goal of society. Otherwise, the person couldn't really be integrated into the society in a healthy way, which is the case nowadays in many ways. As we've noted before, the human person is open to the supernatural. God communicates with man from the first moment he creates him. And even after the sin of our first parents, God didn't permit the flame of hope to die in our hearts. All of humanity, from the beginning of time till the end, in some way, is in the rhythm of the supernatural life. And everyone, at least potentially, participates in the fruits of Christ's passion. Everyone's either a child of God, potentially or actually. Actually, if they're in a state of grace, potentially, if they're not. Those who, through their own fault, voluntarily reject the supernatural don't remain only in a natural state of existence, as they would like to believe. Rather, they renounce their own perfection. They fall into degradation. And it's the same with society, too. Without the supernatural, society becomes a decadent reality that's in crisis and falls apart. We're experiencing that nowadays in our Western world. The only society that truly evolves and perfects itself is a Christian society. Franciscan doctors base the relations of social life on the universal laws of order, which have as their efficient cause reason and the divine will. The divine will, which the Book of Wisdom says, has arranged all things by measure and number and weight. Wisdom 11, verse 20. God, therefore, is the first principle of order, and he realized his work in a perfect harmony, in conformity to the eternal ideas of his wisdom, according to the design of his divine will. Man, though, is the other principle of order, principle which is relative, not absolute, and dependent upon God, and all things are subordinated to our dominion. So we don't create an order of things according to our own whims, like making up what constitutes marriage or deciding how many genders there should be. No, there's an order that already exists in how things relate to each other and in how they relate to God, who is their final cause. Either you embrace the order established by God or you're out of order, which is sin, right? What is sin? Sin is basically life lived out of order. Man, in whom is gifted the light of intelligence illuminated by God, is called to grasp the relationships between things in the sensible world and refer them to the exemplar cause, refer them to the Lord. In governing things according to the order established by God, we make social and moral order come about around us. So we have two choices, either order or chaos. When we live according to the order that God establishes, our relationships with others can open and flourish. When we turn from God and choose chaos, our relationships with others reflect that in their fragmentation and their hostility. The specific and discriminating rule of the order God establishes is the natural law regarding the personal moral order and the rule of justice for the social moral order. Elevated by grace and the new law of Christ, the ordering of society and our relations with others can reach truly high degrees of charity if we're willing to cooperate with God and embrace reality as He created it and designed it to be lived. So let's ask Our Lady today for the grace to actually be able to do that. If it's true, as our Lord says, that when wickedness is multiplied, the love of many will grow cold, Matthew 24:12, then let's also implore our Blessed Mother to have God's laws reestablished in our land so that evil may subside and that charity may prevail. Praised be Jesus and Mary, now and forever.